Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Live Coding with RabbitWerks JavaScript. Thank you for being with me, and check this out. We're gonna diddle around with the Philips Hue API tonight. Last time I told you we were probably gonna check that out in the next stream. So I've been checking out some of the repos and playing around with the API, and it's the API for Philips is kind of confusing. Not really confusing, but it's just there's a package that I found on GitHub called the Node-Hue-Api. So this kind of abstracts all the API calls and stuff like that through the normal Hue API towards towards or instead of doing that, it abstracts it so it's easier to kind of reason about the code and whatnot, and it's less code. It kind of does most of the heavy lifting behind the scenes for you. So we're gonna check that out, and let's see. So if you don't know what the Philips Hue system is, it's pretty much a personal wireless lighting system that you can control via like an app on your smartphone, or you can write your own apps because they have a very open API that you can sign up for if you have the product or whatever. You can make an account and all that good stuff. So let's see. So I guess without further ado, go and get started, I guess. See, let me make sure the bright light is on. I got 5 of them. There's a backing strip on my desk, and then there's 2 floodlights and 2 bulbs in the ceiling. Let's see. Let me get those on really quick. Okay. Hopefully it's not too bright in here. Let's see. Okay, so I have the first app that I was working on that was pretty much using the API standalone. Let's see. I was just kind of screwing around with it, kind of figuring it out a little bit. So I'm gonna run this really quick, start this up, and then we can make a request to Postman, with Postman to actually turn one of these lights on and off. And that's pretty much as far as I got at this point for this one until I started using the Node-Hue-Api. So let me see. Hue function. Okay, so we have our app running. It's just a basic Express app. So should be gathering all the information, just fetch all state. It should run right away. Apparently it didn't, so let me see if I can get this going. Okay, so so if we look at Postman, it's kind of hard to see. You can see the state for specifically device 1, and that would be the backing strip on the back of my desk, and you can see it's a state on equals false. So I have that API route set up so we can just say, well, I've been working on it, but I kind of got stuck with the trying to use the put request. So I was doing this. That wasn't working. All right. Comment that. Cool. That comment, because that's actually the wrong spot. So okay, for right here, okay, so we'll be doing axios.put, and then we're targeting the device ID that is passed in through the URL, and then we're targeting the state, and then we're applying this new state to it. So that would look like, let's see. So I want to turn it on. You can't really see it, but let me just run that really quick, and then we can switch to a different device. Oh, that's why. Because okay, so this is another thing that I was running into. So when I have this optional variable for the URL, and what I was doing was I was taking that, and if it was there, putting it into a variable called power. When you run it, it'll console log. This is errors from Postman or something. But when you console log it, it returns false. As you can see, like right here, it says returns as false. And then, but when I pass it into the object, it is undefined, so it errors out. But if I were to just go hard code true in there, so if I want to say on is true, and then I hit the send the request, it turns it on. So let me grab this light right here. Let me see, let me grab my phone and I will adjust the color on this really quick just so you can kind of. Gotta be connected to the Wi-Fi unless you have remote stuff set up. Connecting. Okay. Okay, so this one right here, I don't color very well. Changing colors. We'll do like okay, so we have it set to red. So let's guess we'll just go through. I don't know why this function's not running anymore though. Okay. Let's see, what do we got here? Okay, so you can see it responds with the data, and state is an object. What I want to look for is that you can see the ID of the device. 1, 3, 4, 7, 5, 7. I don't know why there's not a 2 or a 6, but what we want to do is use that information, and you can see it has the type and the name. So the desk backer strip is what I named it, and then we have hue bulb number 2, and that's up in the ceiling. Hue flood 1, so that would be number 4, so we can try that one. And hue flood 2 is number 5, so it's either going to be 4 or 5. And then the other hue bulb is ceiling as well. So let's go back to Postman, and right here is our device parameter, or not device parameter, our on parameter, or I mean the device ID parameter. Sorry. So let's see. We're gonna try 4, and we want to go back. We have to go back in here and just change this to false because of what I was talking about earlier. So if anybody knows why that is, please, or how to do it the right way, please let me know. So I was looking online in a few different spots and asking a few different people, and the answers that I found didn't seem to work. So yeah. Okay, so let's see if we have this set to false, and yep, so you see over here on the color it turned off. Pretty neat. So yeah, that's pretty much all this does right now, and then it just returns the information for the new state and what in the console. So that's fun. So minimize that for now. So let's start a new project and look at the Node-Hue-Api. I kind of have a starter thing going already, but we can start a new one. Window. Here we go. So let's initialize a package. We'll just do it in this for now. We can move it into a subfolder if we need to. So npm init. Yep. Yeah. Cool. So we have a package JSON. So start by installing some stuff. So we need to install Express. We're gonna install Morgan for logging. And we're gonna install NodeMon to have it reset all the time. Every time we make a change, restart the server. And of course we're gonna need the Vue Node-Api as well. So start by doing that stuff. npm I express. Okay. And then npm I capital D NodeMon, so it's a dev dependency. I guess you could argue Morgan is too, but I'm not here to argue that. So alright, so we got that going. Let's next install the Node-Api. Node-Hue-Api. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Oh no, I know I didn't. Oh, I see. Okay, let's see. Change it here. All right. Now let's try it. Go. Neat. All right, so that's good to go. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna create app index.js. In here we're gonna do require express. Express. All right. Oh yeah, one other thing we're gonna do is, because technically the username for your Hue bridge is, you should treat it like your password. Not that you're really ever gonna get into the Hue bridge from outside unless you have remote access and it's not secure, I guess. But so just for the off case or whatever, we're gonna also use some environmental variables just so we can put that user, the hidden environmental or .env file. So all right, and then we can have our file. Then what we're gonna have is we're gonna have a username off screen. I guess it doesn't really matter. It does, but yeah. Okay, and then const, we're gonna do fire and dot config. So it's recommended that you put that as soon as possible in your app or whatever. And then let's require in Morgan. Okay, so for with Morgan, when we bring it in, you actually have, they updated it that there's different configurations you can use for it. So you'll have to set a configuration for it versus just having it there. And then I think that's it actually. We need the the Node-Api. Const. They just did check the documentation really quick, but it's require Node-Hue-Api, and then we have to specify which version you want to use. You do that by doing a dot. If it was for version 3, that's the most current one. Okay, so let me just double check and see what they prefer you to use. Bring it in, connect to the bridge. Discovering local bridge. So they just did, oh, v3. Okay, that's what they refer to it as. Instead of that. All right, and okay, so before we go any further, I'm going to add a script into our package file so we can have NodeMon running, and or just be able to run our app in general. we'll do start the codemon.js. Okay, so start it. I mean, we don't have anything, but I just want to see if the script it takes. Yeah. Cool. All right, so let's start writing a really simple Express app really quick. So the app equals Express. I never remember it. Mongoose. Second. All right. Pressure. Oh, you just run Express. God damn it. Okay. Yeah. All right. Then we can bring in Morgan. Use. And then this is where we have to use the config. And then what we're gonna use is just the typical one. It's just called combined. All right. And the next thing. I think that's do an app.get. And I cannot remember how to write these apps. Save my life. Oh, okay. I gotta have the route there. That's right. Jeez. All right. Having some brain farts. That's okay. All right. Rec, res, and ooh. Log. Man. What the heck? That. Oh well. Oh, I'm doing it wrong. Of course. I'm doing the whole thing wrong. I'm thinking in the wrong terms here. Alright. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Cool. So start over. please. There. Gosh. Console.log. World. Started app. Listen. Need the port 7. Have a callback really quick. Console.log thing port 1337. So let's start this and see if we have any errors. All comes back. Oh, yep. Or maybe that's not the right syntax. Let me check really quick. Morgan. Car Morgan. Oh, you just call it and pass it in like that. There's not a dot. So that is shot. So dot use. We'll put in the combined. There we go. Okay. Yeah, see right here, it's saying it's deprecated. Gotta use a format, I guess. Okay, so world. We go to Postman and just do get request to that. Should console log hello world. Yep. All right, cool. We got a little Express app running, so let's write a route to establish a connection with the Hue bridge. And all right. App dot excuse me. App dot get to be. Let's do slash. Do it in an API slash connect. Rec and res. And we won't need next for this. I don't think we're not really doing anything more with it. So what we need to do is we need to use v3 to access, well, to use the API or whatever. So we look at the documentation for it. Basically, they're using an async function here, and what they want to do is write a function called getBridge and then use this specific search function that they have. There's two different ones. There's NUPNP and then the UPnP, which gives you a lot more information returned, but we don't really need any of that. We don't really need any of this. Actually, it's just to demonstrate that you can connect to the bridge or whatever. So so we'll do that really quick, write that out. 3. We got async function get bridge And that would be, let's say const. This is where we need to target the API. So we'll do await results. Oh, const result. Const result. I can type equals wait, and then it's v3 dot discovery dot, and then the PNP search. Call that a function. What we'll do then is say console log dot result. Comes back as needs to be stringified into JSON. Okay, console JSON dot stringify. Result. All right, cool. So now if we target that API or that URL, the endpoint, then it should give us some information back. Oh, we gotta call the function. Okay. Try it again. There we go. So it's not gonna respond, or it doesn't do anything with next or whatever, so the request just kind of sits there in Postman. But you can see down here it's got the information, the showing that you're connected to the bridge. All right, cool. So I want to look at, so the way you go about adjusting like your lights and stuff like that. So for instance, turning it on and off, it's called light state in here. So you have to create a new light state, and so like right here, for instance. I don't think right here they're doing the whole UMP search thing again, and they're targeting the IP address. On speed 3, okay, so we did that. So let's bring in light state and start by doing that. So we'll write a new route. And let's see, does it? So we could set this. Set this as a variable that gets delivered from the endpoint, but we can look at that later. I'm just thinking right now. Okay, so app dot, what should we call it? We'll call it set, like set. Set. Oh, app.get, and then we have to give it a route. And it's API slash set. Make it short. Not a big deal right now. We'll have our rec and res. Next. I'm gonna put next. I want to call it. goes to the next thing. Next. Where's it calling that from? What? Was that not defined? Have to turn it into an arrow function first. Okay. All right. So let's first start by creating a light state. So what the documentation said for that was const light state equals v3.lightstates.lightState. Const state v3.lightstates.lightState. All right. Cool. All right. Now what do we got to do? So it wants us, it's saying do the discover function again. So we'll just go like that for now and see if we can refactor it and I have a better understanding of what's going on. Discovery dot search. And I have dot then, so we're using promises. Search results. That's okay. So yeah, so we need to pull the IP address out of out of the response. So const post equals, so it's search results, and remember the UNPNP search returns an object or an array JSON data, so we need to target the first entry of that. So 0, and then we can just do .IP. All right, so next host, like toast. Okay. Next thing we gotta do, look at. Probably can't even hear me. Okay, so next we gotta return the response value. And actually, I need to. This is where I need to set up before we go any further. I'm gonna have to set up the environment variables. Let me do that really quick. Here, give me 5 seconds. Should be good to go now. So what we have to do is say return, and we have to create a local instance apparently for assuming targeting a specific light. So we'll do v3 API create local, and then we're going to pass the host into that, which is our IP address, and then we got to connect to our username. So that's what I put in the environment variable. So the process dot env dot so that's returning promise. Okay, so then we're gonna do another dot then. Now this is where we can create a new light state and actually set the light color, and if it's on or off. So wants us to use API function, arrow function, open that up. Oh, we forgot one thing. Create const for const light. And we'll just set it to 1 right now, or we can set it to 4 actually, because that's the one that's sitting right next to the point, and you'll be able to see if it actually or not. Yeah. Okay, so next we got to create our state for the light. State. New light state. New light state. Okay. And we can chain some so this is where we can apparently chain the different parameters that we want to adjust. So something like CT, I think that's probably count that it takes to turn on. I'm not sure. There's like brightness, you can do saturation, and then hue, which is actually like the color, what color it's going to be. So let's just see if we can get this turned on first, and then we can start screwing around with parameters. But we're not done with the function just yet, so let's just start by doing the on command and just end it on that. All right, so now we got to return our promise. So we'll return, and then what it wants is API.light that light state. Okay, that light state, and we pass in the light ID and date, like that. And that should be that, and then after that we can see if we have a response at all. We'll just do one more, chain one more then, and we'll say result console log. I think this is going to return a boolean from how it looks. Backticks to get that result in here. Oops, other way around. And result. Cool. Okay, so that should be all there is to it. See if it actually didn't actually use. Oh, capitalize. Oh, that's what this is right here, creating a new function or an object or whatever. Okay, so if we target this, if we target this with Postman, I think it should turn this light on next to me if everything goes right. So our app is running properly, correct? Yep. Alright, so we'll do lights. Alright. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Handled. Light. Okay. I think we got to do a dot catch. Just do that. Alright. Alright, again. Alright, so something's going wrong. Get the not read property of get light of null. Hmm. Everything is accurate. Okay, let's see. So it's not. Not even getting down to this. Here's all the different functions you can use. Hmm. I wonder why it's giving me this error here. Hmm. Dang, this is not there. Oh, there's nothing coming in from there. Hmm. Oh, it's failing on this. Apparently, it's not. Oh, that's gonna. Yeah. I don't know why it's saying that. Maybe we need to update it. Close. All right. Let's just uninstall it though. I can't imagine it wouldn't be. Updated one package. All right. I don't get it. Let me see if there's an issue on that. You can try and do this. See if it throws the same error. Let's try that really quick. Rec res and parentheses arrow function. It's API dot light. Why does that keep? Lights dot. Apparently, you put an ID in here for parameter. That then light. Gotta do light dot string detail. The function. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's add an optional param here just to get a number in there. So let's do. Hey, thanks for stopping in, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of figuring out how the API works and then go from there. Ultimately, it'd be cool to have like a command bot be able to change them from like YouTube chat or Twitch chat or something, but that's miles down the road. I still am very much so learning. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, buddy. See. Oh, I'm an idiot. What am I doing? Okay. It's not an actual the parameter is already defined in the function itself that we're calling. So what we can say is params dot Okay, so now let's go to Postman. Let's see. So get light, and let's do 4. That does gives us an error. Oh, gotta add the API. All right, one more time. Same thing. Try putting in a hard-coded value. Yeah, I don't know. Let's look. That'd be cool. All right, let's see what they got. I'm just gonna copy this in and see if this works, and it's for the hell of it. Just for the heck of it. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Okay, so the unauthorized. Wonder why that is. I think it's the can't put. Right, so let's see what happens this time. Okay. Still says unauthorized. Yeah, I don't know. Do some troubleshooting, I suppose. But it's getting late. Well, for me at least. So I'm gonna cut it there. We can pick it up next time we stream. We'll do some more looking into stuff. Hold on one second. Why did that change? Oh, because it's wiring out of that. I don't understand why. Because it's called down here. Let me try switching the light state. I don't know. Clearly using it. I don't know why it's coming back unread. I don't get it. Whatever. Okay, we'll look into it and see if there's anything on GitHub or something like that. We can pick it up next time. But for now, that's gonna do it. Need to get on to other things. I'm just glad I got a stream in. So yeah, make sure to like, follow, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll keep it going. Make sure to check out RabbitWerks Code Beats on Spotify. Link is below in the description. Got some good chill lo-fi hip-hop kind of stuff up there for you to listen to while you code, whatever. And also, if you want to check out the package that I'm using for this, or the project, the repo or whatever, the link is in the description as well. The Node-Hue-Api. Yeah, I'm just trying to get this repo, this package working properly. It's just we've got a couple things working, but some other stuff is just like not working, and we're just taking pretty much recreating the code from the API to see kind of how things work and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna see where it goes for now, and then there's not really a project per se in mind. We'll just see how far we can get with this, and if we can actually build something or viable with this, with an app that we write or whatever, backend app. Anyways, I'm just heading out, so make sure to subscribe, and we'll catch you on the flip side. We'll catch you next time. Thank you for tuning in wherever you are in the world. Appreciate it. RabbitWerks out.